could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Love like you. I always thought I might be bad. Now I'm sure that it's true. 'Cause I think you're so good, and I'm nothing like you. Look at you go, I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special. If I could begin to do something that does right by you, I would do about anything. I would even learn how to love. When I see the way you look, shaken by how long it took, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Love like you. Even though I can't compare, and I'm sorry if I stare, I just want to do everything. Maybe I could learn how to love. People say this love is wrong, but all I want is to belong. I can say without any doubt, everyone should learn how to love like you. Love like you. Love like you.
Good evening, everybody. It's me, Caleb Hyles, here, coming to y'all live from Central Texas. Good to see everybody. Let me hop on over here. I must confess, I always get a little nervous when I live stream on YouTube. For those who don't know, I have a Twitch channel called Caleb Hyles Music, where I stream weekly things like this, where I'm talking, and I play video games sometimes, and it's a real fun time. We have a good time over there on Caleb Hyles Music on Twitch. But anytime I come over here and talk, I'm always a little more nervous because I know my audience is significantly larger here on YouTube, and sometimes I don't exactly quite know what I'm doing. So just to... First off, my goodness gracious, this over here in the corner looks hideous. I don't know what to do about it. I'm going to figure that out at some point because it looks awful. We're going to figure that one out. Wait, look, I got to mute one. Hold on, I think that did it. Yeah, I think that did it. Wow, what in the world? That was crazy looking. All right, I think I fixed it. Yeah. So I am very unfamiliar with, some of y'all have seen my live streams on YouTube back in the day, but now live streaming on YouTube, the platform is so much more involved. It's more developed. More people are doing it. There's so many more resources and things that I don't know about. And I'm having to learn as I go along. Some of y'all haven't seen me since May. Some of you didn't even know I did a concert back in May for everything that was going down. And we raised a lot of money for many different organizations and nonprofits. So it was a really wonderful night. Had a lot of laugh, great music, and just a lot of fun. So, but I'm coming to y'all with some news in general. I see a lot of people in the chat. I can't even possibly keep up with it. So I want to tell y'all right off the rip, after this stream, after we're done here on this stream, I will continue the stream over at my Twitch channel. Like I said, I think it's in the description, but it's Caleb Hyles Music. Just look that up on Twitch. You can see it right there. Give it a follow, and right as we're done here, we'll go over there. So I'll be able to be a little bit more interactive with the chat because there are so many people saying extremely nice things. And I'd love to reply to all of them, but I just simply can't. But over at Twitch, it's a little bit more intimate. We already have an established community over there, and it's really great. So also, I'm drinking some... Okay. So I got into those... I finally got into the powdered energy drink things. Yeah, I'm all about that now, and I don't know what to do about it. I get it. I get why people do it. It's enjoyable. It tastes good, and it's good for you. So I have that tonight. So the other why though? Good question. Why? All right. So the big news is here, guys. I was talking about streaming, how it's become really big on YouTube, and how I do stream over at Twitch. But the big news front and center is you're going to be seeing a lot more of me, this face right here. You're going to be seeing a lot more of it here on YouTube. Because starting this month, moving forward for an indefinite period of time, I'm going to start experimenting with a new format on my YouTube channel. So what I have learned over the past 3 months of semi-irregular covers is that my channel, my YouTube channel from a completely analytical perspective, tends to perform better when I don't release covers back to back, week to week. I've been using this phrase around my house when talking with Kara, my wife, about the channel and how it's performing. In a lot of ways, it's like letting a cover breathe. You know, it's giving it room to perform. And sometimes, in some cases, I have found that giving it longer than just 1 week to perform actually kind of lets it spreads its wings, lets it breathe. I don't know how entirely true all of that is. That's why I go in with the tentative word experimenting. So for this moment on forward, for a period of time, I'm not quite sure, I will be experimenting with a format on my channel of 1 week cover, 1 week live stream, 1 week cover, 1 week live stream. Because I don't want to necessarily disappear on those weeks, right? Where you only have 2 covers a month. I'm trying to experiment with a potential transition to my channel being part live stream and part music cover channel. I have made it a point to, on my YouTube and frankly my social medias to some degree, really make myself all about the music and being pretty scarce. That's what I wanted to be about the covers. I wanted to be about just the music, very pure, right? But as I'm moving through my career here on YouTube and continually learning the kind of content creator I want to be, I'd like to be a little bit more out in the forefront of what I do. Not just releasing music. I'd like to be a little bit more involved with the audience and hearing what y'all have to say and frankly, putting on a show for y'all in person. A lot of people don't know this. There's some people in the chat I see already who have been over at Twitch at Caleb Hyles Music and heard me talk about this plan already. So they've heard me kind of ruminating over this, but this is sort of the coming to fruition of this idea. And I'm really excited for it. I have some really fun ideas, I think, for these live streams because I don't want these live streams to just be me coming in here and me just sitting here and talking and spouting off for 2 hours or an hour and a half or however long I choose to stream here. Not that it can't be that. But about 4 years ago, I actually did a radio show for about a year. I had a 3-hour slot radio show that I did every week on an online radio station over in the UK. And I had to create a format with segments to fill up those 3 hours. So while this won't be 3 hours, I thought it'd be neat to do live streams shows to where I come on, I have a format, I have segments, y'all know what's coming, you have segments that you look forward to. It's multifaceted. You can go back and watch it. It's because it's in a radio show live stream format, then it has rewatchability. Like, you don't have to be here live. That's something I wanted for the audience. Wasn't just a live experience, but something that people can go back and watch over and over again, or if they missed it, they can go back and watch it. For those who are wondering about the Twitch link in the description below, that one doesn't work. I need to change it. It doesn't work. Peace, Loving Gaming. That's a new thing. Caleb Hyles Music is the one you're looking for. And that's what you're looking for. And so, for those who are just coming in now, I'm not going to repeat everything I just said. Just know that I'm going to be live streaming here on YouTube a lot more than I have been. You're going to see me at least twice a month from here on moving forward, and I'm doing a show format live stream where I have segments and the like, and I'm here spending time with y'all. I will be having moments where I interact with you guys, but I'm going to be showcasing some of my ideas and just segments that I think y'all would find interesting. So, thank you. I like this jacket a lot. I'm a fan of this jacket. Kara got this for me. It's got a cute little cat on it with the fish, with the taiyaki. Is that what? Yeah, it's the cute fish design. I think that's what it is. I am not pregnant. I am personally not pregnant. So, with all that being said, everyone, we're actually going to have a test run of the first show right now. We're going to do everything I just said about the show and ideas I've been ruminating over. We're going to do it right now. Rich, you came in a little late. I just talked about the big news. I'm not going to repeat it again. I've already repeated it 3 times. It's too late, Rich. Rashadi B. So effing rich. That's the funniest video. Ooh, it's funny. I miss you. I miss you a lot. So I have my shout out to the Content Creators Planner right here. These people, because I used their book to work on I'm currently using it to work on my format for the live stream. Rich, essentially, I'm just doing live streams now. I'm going to do consistent live streams. It's more of a show than it is just me. It's more of a show than it is just me sitting in front of a camera talking. So we're going to start the show right now, everybody. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if this is going to go over super swimmingly or be super awkward, or y'all are going to hate this, or you're going to be really bored, or I'm going to not like it. I don't know. We're just testing things, guys. It's 2020. It's time to experiment and try things and do things that are different and just see what happens. So, with all that being said, we're going to move on to the first segment. Oh, this side. The first segment on the show that I like to call coverage. Yes, Caleb, that was the perfect colored font. That was perfect, right? That color, that dark gray, perfect color. Perfect color choice, Caleb. Everyone can read that. Stands out perfectly. Won't completely blend in with the buffering. Yeah, you really thought that one through, Caleb. Phenomenal job. You could have just made it white text. You chose gray. We're off. We're hitting the ground running on my format. I will have very cute art and transitions and slides and everything for this show. The wonderful Monse over at Monse Studios is working on custom art for this whole live stream with a layover or whatever they're called. Transparents and logos and scene motion graphic, all that stuff. We're working on making it look real good. So don't worry. This over here is not sticking around for long. It will go away. I promise. Don't run. I see people like, all right, time to go. No. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. White on white before? Okay, I'm not the most brain dead. I don't know. That's pretty bad. So anyway, this segment is called coverage. Hold on. Can I put a white? There we go. This segment. We're working on the fly, everybody. Here we go. This segment is called coverage. What I'm doing with coverage is the idea is every week between covers. Or between live streams, I'm always watching covers, guys. I know my job is doing covers. That's what you guys know me for. But I actually watch a lot of covers. It's one of my favorite things to watch. It's one of the reasons I got into covers in the first place was because of just loving watching people do them. There's something really special about somebody singing a song that's important to them, or just singing a song that's extremely well or in a different way than I ever thought about it. So I wanted to take a segment and turn it into what I think are some of the best covers of the week or the 2 weeks, because I'm going to be, week on, week off. So to start the segment off, I have some covers for y'all that I want to show y'all, comment on, that are some of the best covers I've seen over the past couple weeks. So with that being said, now that I can put that book down, I'm going to pull up one of those covers right now. I have 3 covers to show y'all, and I hope you follow these individuals. Look into their catalog, because a lot of these people have been around for a very long time. And some of these people you may have never even heard of them. They're brand new to you. And even some that are really established might be brand new to you. That's the wonderful thing about this freaking internet. It's, it's vast and people just fly under the radar. It just happens. Sorry, I'm having to move stuff around now so I can see y'all at the same time I'm putting this up. All right. So here is the first one from coverage. It worked. Yes. Hold on. Okay, it's passable, right? That's serviceable. We can get away with that. This first one is from the cover band Boyce Avenue. I've loved their stuff. They are trailblazers in the cover industry, so to speak. And they did a cover of Blinding Lights from The Weeknd. And it was phenomenal. So, with that being said, let's listen to it. If you haven't heard it, it's a killer. By killer, I mean it's like super good. All right.
I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you could show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch. Baby, I look around and since it is cold and empty, no one's around to judge me. I can't see clearly when you're gone. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights.
Get.
No, I can't sleep
Oh.
until
So one of the things I noticed, I'm gonna pause every now and then just for commentary on why I love the cover. I'm not just gonna sit here. The thing about the song "Blinding Lights" from The Weeknd is it gradually increases in energy as the song goes on. It leads you into it with its instruments and its pacing, and then it reaches a climax at the end in the bridge and then carries through the end of the chorus. So whenever the lead singer here is hitting these high notes, you're like, all right, here we go. Even if you don't know what he's doing there, he's just kind of tapping his falsetto. He's not selling yet on hitting it real hard. It's hinting that later on, something big is going to happen. Then I can't sleep until I feel your touch. It's like, I know, you're wanting that umph, but not yet. You can't have it yet. We're working there. We're getting there. Everything else is full bodied though.
Cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road and overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me.
Yep, to judge me. You don't need to do a lot, right? This is like a driving song. Anyone who's ever listened to the song is all about like your freaking, neon lights, 10 and 2 on the wheel, sunglasses on at night, because wear my sunglasses at night, super cool. You don't need to vocally do a lot with it yet. That's the key word here. You don't need to do a lot with it yet. Ooh, little hint there. Little tip off right there. Freaking little bit. Little sprinkle. It's coming. Ooh, I said, brings it back. Restrained though. There you go. Full. It's got an oomph to it, but we're not there yet. The bridge is where it comes. And even that's not like complete, but yeah, just sell it. Yeah, now we're going. See, now we're at the top of the mountain. We're at the top of the mountain. Yep. I like to equate it. See, when he brings everything back down, what's so special about that is it's like being like, all of a sudden that falsetto, the light singing, the airiness isn't building up. It's almost like it's tucking you in now. It's like tucking you into bed. It's like, and everyone, it's like this, you're coming back down. This cover gets me so excited every time I hear it. I get so flipping excited. It's like, and that's, but like, these dudes have been in the game for so long. Boyce Avenue has been around. They were when I started doing covers, they were the people you looked to as an example. And they're still out here just absolutely killing it. And this cover is like they still got it. Because I listened to the Twitch people know, because we went through a bunch of these Blinding Light covers. The Twitch people know. Someone found my Twitch channel. I forgot to turn off my Twitch notifications. The people over there know I went through so many Blinding Light covers, and it's crazy how many people, whenever I'm covering a song, you're trying to find the essence and the heart and soul of that song to convey what that song is in your own style. Because people, y'all, the audience, know when a cover isn't hitting exactly how you want it because it's like missing something. I've seen that a lot in some of my comment sections, like, it's just missing something. It's not quite there. I just can't. Some people are like, I don't quite understand why I don't like it, but I don't like it. And I think it's because the essence and the reason people love the song, just in the cover, it's not present. And I think for this song, it's that buildup. It's the gradual buildup to that climactic bridge and ending chorus and then sticking the landing. That's what's special about the song. So when you're doing a cover, people are trying to feel that. And I think Boyce Avenue did a freaking amazing job finding it. So if you haven't seen them before, go check them out. They are just dynamite. All right, so that's one of the covers for coverage. The next one we're doing, I like to just switch back over here so I don't have to just pull all my junk up. Let's see here. Oh wait, is this what I think it is? This one's a little different. This is from a channel that I hadn't heard of till like quite literally yesterday. One of my favorite animes I ever saw was, what was it? Sorry, I just saw something on my screen that I didn't recognize. Was Anohana. There we go. Anohana. And it had a beautiful opening called Ael Shiori. And it came to my mind yesterday, randomly on a walk, maybe because it was nice weather and it was sunny. So I was like, I wonder if anyone's done any like good covers of Ael Shiori. because Anohana didn't necessarily go under the radar as an anime, but the opening kind of did. I don't think a lot of people actually gave it a lot of attention. So I was just looking to see if anyone done the cover. And I stumbled upon this acoustic cover by these two individuals who did a ukulele guitar cover duet, and they sounded wonderful. And we might not listen to all of it because it's kind of a long song, but we're going to listen through half of it, and I think y'all are going to really enjoy it. Let's hop on over here. Give me just a second. There we are. Like this. I might have to move my face around so I'm not blocking people's face, because right now I'm currently blocking their face. Let's move up here. Yes, Caleb. That's a good idea. Let's put me in the box right here. How about that? Then you can't see my mouth. I should have had a one that was. Oh, let's do that. Oh, that's kind of cute. Sure. This counts. It's not pretty, but it counts. Fun history about this cover. Apparently, they're sisters, and they have been trying to cover this song for 4 years. I don't know what the story is, but apparently they've been trying to get together to cover this song for 4 years, and in June of this year, they were finally able to do it. So, let's listen to this song. If you never heard it before, it's a gorgeous song, really sweet, tender, airy, kind of light fluttery, but there is some power and some punch within the chorus. But we'll see how they do here. Turn the volume up a bit for y'all. Some great control of that vibrato, that thing. Like, they're doing a great job of this, like, pushing and pulling. You don't want to abuse it, right? Vibrato has a great way, in my mind, in my opinion, to really emphasize certain points. If you're constantly throwing your vibrato around, then it loses its intrinsic ability to add meaning and emphasis to certain lines. So when they're this push and pull, I'll say that a lot, by the way, of choosing to tack on the end of a note with a little flair, and then right at the end of a word, add a lot more. That all adds to how you feel when you hear it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Choosing to hold those notes out. Do-ka, stay me tight. Like, you don't need to be like, do-ka, stay. You don't need that, really. Not saying you can't, doesn't sound bad, but holding it out in relation to their amount of vibrato they had prior feels light, adds that levity to it. We'll go through the second verse and the chorus, and then we'll play the next one. I think the sister sings on the second part. I love that. They're doubling up on the octaves. Lower octave and then higher octave. Sounds so pretty. Wait, is that the Simple Plan We the King shirt? Ooh. Beautiful harmonies. Oh, important to note. Something just note here. The vibrato has pretty much stopped from this individual, and that's to work better with harmonizing with the sister. It's really smart. It sounds super tight and connected and really freaking pretty. Yeah, because you're trying to blend when you're harmonizing. Yeah, there's an emphasis here on blending, not trying to sing over. Yeah, and I don't know how actively they're making that decision, but it works extremely well by doing that. It just feels... Let's listen to the phrase as a whole all the way through with that understanding. Ooh, pretty. Great lower register. There you go. Back to the singing solo sound. Palm muted guitar. There we go. Very famous part of the song here. I love that. It's just it's the swelling. It adds to that swelling sensation as we lead back into the chorus. Those are the chords. They're bizarre chords. They work really well, though. And a breath there. Maintain, though. Make it work. Really, really pretty. Super duper pretty. So the main thing I pull away from that video is just control and steadiness and understanding the kind of emotion you're trying to convey in very simple, subtle ways. Even in songs that don't have a lot going on, you can still convey a lot with your voice by just making subtle changes, just tiny things. Like on the whole second verse or after chorus, I don't know what to call it structurally, but them singing without any vibrato, doubling up the octaves, and then the beautiful harmony, just impeccable singing, by the way. Like phenomenal singing across the board. All right. So we have one more cover within the coverage list of things we're doing. So I want to say thank you all for sticking around. Thanks for a lot of y'all still here. Much appreciated. I've also seen that there's been some kind of weird dialogue going on in the chat. I probably need to figure out how to moderate. I'm going to figure that out at some point. I'm just relying on the systems in place to do their job. But we'll figure that out next time, or in the interim. I will clean that up. In the meantime, if it just looks bad, just ignore it. Just ignore it, and we'll all have a good time. Oh my gosh, I forgot I filled this with sparkling water, not still water, so it just exploded in my face. Let's see. I want to shout these individuals out. Martin Martinez. That is the name of the channel. Martin Martinez. It's the Owl Shiori cover, or Ali Shiori. I'm trying to pronounce it correctly. You think singing in Japanese all the time, I'd have all this down like completely flat, or like have it down no problem. Oh, and thank you. Yes, for everyone who's brand new, I see several people like writing out what's going on. So thank you for that. Thanks for doing that on my behalf. Hello, Cammy. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're one of the people I'm following examples of. I'm trying to stream a bit more on YouTube. So I'm going to be doing this a little bit more often than I have been. But welcome. I'm in the middle of one of my segments called Coverage, where it's a best of, where it's some of the best covers I've seen over the past couple weeks. And I give them a little spotlight and do some commentary. And y'all can meet some new people that you maybe never met before, or find your new favorite cover artist. You know, there's a lot of us out here doing this and don't get near enough attention. So I hope that at the very least you'll find people that you never knew of. All right, this last one is just a personal favorite of mine. I don't know how he'll feel about it, but I gotta shout out for my very first coverage. I gotta give some attention to one of the lesser's a bit of the incorrect word. Let me find the right word for this. Out of the ordinary. There we go. One of the more out of the ordinary covers from this individual, but I still find extremely enjoyable for all the reasons that I love him. Excuse me, I had a burp. So, without further ado, here's my good buddy, Jonathan Young.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter, my heart.
That sultry low.
Hold my hand.
Yes, John.
In other words,
Oh, stop showing off.
kiss me.
Stop. Whoa, oh. Look, I can staccato my voice. Look how friggin' impressive I am.
In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing for.
That is the face he makes. By the way, everything you're seeing on this, that you will see in this video going forward, for those of you who know Jonathan Young, this is how he is in the studio when we're doing anything. It's just this expressive. I don't know if he would. I don't know if here's the question I asked. Would he remember when I was having a conversation with him years ago, being like, man, you just need to like record you doing this? Because he would be sitting there doing it, and I'd be like, what the frick? This is like insane. This is so cool. This is so nuts. You just record this, dude. People would love this. 2020, here it is.
You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words,
Wait, what did he do? What did he do? Yo, mosquito, dude, close the studio door, John. Close the studio door. You don't need it open. He'll leave the door open. That's why there's mosquitoes in your house, John. That's why there are mosquitoes in there. That's why it's hot. Oh, man. That's funny, though. I like how he just kept that take, though. He just kept the take. He's like, nah, that's the one we're keeping. That's the right one.
please be true.
Mm-hmm.
In other words,
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. Now this is where it's. Y'all, I spent years, couple of years. I'm not making it sound like it forever. Going over to Jonathan's place and getting to see this whenever we go over, just watch him work. And I am so freaking grateful. That's how he'd be too when he got it. He'd be so freaking like stoked about it. He loves music so much. And I'm so grateful that all of you get to see it. Get to see that come out, cuz he is most captivating when he is just laying it out there. Now this drum business is like sorcery. I don't know how he translated the thinking and the drums to the fingers. Complete. I don't know what the heck. He's like impressed with himself. Look how freaking look at he looks over. He's like, "What? I freaking hit that? Watch him freaking. Look how pleased he is." Hold on, it's this next part. He's like, "I freaking what? You are." I hit that. And he's like, did I just wink and it work? Did I just make a good wink? Yes, you did, John. You did. Was that the jazz lick? I didn't even notice it. Okay. I know we're near the end and it's climactic and all that stuff, but let me take a moment to point something out in regards to what I believe to be extremely difficult that John just did. Extremely difficult. For me. This is for me. This would have killed me in the studio. In fact, it did on a couple of JoJo covers. Thanks, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, for having some of the hardest songs I've ever sung. Trying to have your brain... Okay, this is about... I'm going to explain. It's like the equivalent of trying to rub your stomach and pat your head. While it's possible, it takes a second to kind of figure it out. And for some people, it's impossible. They don't. Or like rotating in opposite directions, that kind of thing. The separation of wanting to sing on key and then actually being told you need to ignore the key the song is in, and you need to sing this note that is so, it's just discord, does not fit, is extremely hard. It's extremely hard. He might not say it, but I will tell you, it's really freaking hard. So let's listen to it one more time, just so you can, because you in your brain you want to go, please be true, but he doesn't do that. Now he slides into it, but please be true, like freaking, it's so gross starting out, but it sounds so great once he goes into it. He creates a tension very quickly and then resolves it in an instant. Because initially when you hear it, you're like, but it's so quickly fixed. It adds to it. Nice. So John sounded phenomenal. He's amazing. We love him. I couldn't do my first ever segment of Best of Covers and not include a Jonathan Young cover. Couldn't. So that's the first segment. That's coverage. I plan to do that. That's one of the several segments that I've come up with to do on the show. These are all the main segments. These are secondary segments. But not every show I do, by the way, is going to be the same, is not going to be the same set of segments. I want every show to feel a little bit different, but still have some familiarity. So there'll be a lot of interchanging segments. But I hope y'all liked it. That's a fun one for me. We are doing 3 segments tonight. That was the first segment. How are we all feeling? Are we feeling all right? Is this going all right? I've obviously seen the chat, and there's clearly a need for a moderator. It's clearly a need. We will figure that out next time. I do appreciate, though, that there are few and far between the people who are making a bit of a fuss and making some drama. Y'all are doing a great job of just ignoring it. And frankly, those people are few and far between. So thank you. And we will figure it out next time. We will get that mod one day. Yes, we will. And for those who are wondering, over at the Twitch chat, I've been meaning to get a moderator for 3 years now. But when I'm over on Twitch, which, by the way, Caleb Hyles Music is the twitch.tv channel, Caleb Hyles Music. When we're over there, it's not as many people, so I'm able to be a bit more, I can kind of self-moderate. Also, my wife, Kara, helps me with that because she has moderator privileges, so if she sees something, she takes it down. So we're a bit more in control over there. But here, it's a bit like the Wild West. I mean, I see people talk about Cammy being a mod. I also just don't want to, that's always been my weird thing, though, right? Like, I don't want to impose. That's the weird part. It's like, hey, I'm streaming, be here and be attentive the whole time. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot to ask. So, but we'll talk. But either way, y'all are super kind, and I appreciate y'all. See, that's you can't do the spam, and I got to put you in timeout. See, I gotta I don't want to do that. But she's volunteering. Oh, okay. Okay, she's volunteering. Got it. That's true. You have been a mod for Markiplier, haven't you? That's true. Oh my gosh, that has got to be just a nightmare. I don't even want to think about that. Goodness gracious. Ugh. Like I said, I'll figure all of this out, everybody. It's kind of new to me. I will figure it out. Just if it happens and I'm in the middle of a segment, just it'll stop. It'll pass. It's like the virtual version of a minor kidney stone. It'll go. Anyways, the next segment we're going to do for the evening, so we can keep things moving along. Close that down. We are going to do something I like to call performance playback. Hey, that's in a better font. Caleb, good job. You did a color that people can read. But nonetheless, we're going to put this over here. There we go. Yep, sure. What I like to do, what a performance playback essentially is, for a lot of people who are in the chat freaking understanding directions, screw it. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually have been traveling and been doing live performances since 2015, late 2015. Obviously, this year has inhibited anybody, really, from going out and about and doing their normal touring or their performances or what have you. Entertainment's been kind of had to modify and change a bit. But I have performed, I think, over 35 conventions is where I'm at right now. So there's so much footage of live performances that I've done that people have never seen. And frankly, there's a lot of people that just didn't know I sang live. and performed at conventions. So I wanted to take this. I don't know how long performance playback as a segment will exist, but for the time being, I think it'd be fun for a lot of y'all to maybe see some live performances and do a little bit of storytelling that I've done over the past 4 years of my touring and performing live. So, yeah, the orange better. The orange color is way better. It appears, it's bright. The letters are a little too close. Didn't think that one through. I need to spread those out a bit. I think I was wanting them to fit inside the cute little Polaroid frame, but they need to breathe a little bit. That's really what they need. So for the first one that I want to show y'all is a cover, or not cover, change Caleb, you're doing performance playback, is my performance, my first ever performance. And now the format of the video is not wonderful. It's in video handheld form. It's going to be okay. We'll get through it together. But it's my first ever performance of Other Friends from the Steven Universe movie. I performed this song at it's Other Friends and Drift Away. It was at Anime Weekend Atlanta in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was extremely nervous. I can't tell you how nervous I was. Goodness gracious. By the way, people are giving super chats. Thank you for that. Please do not feel like you have to donate any money at all. This is just me having a good time over here. But thank you for the super chat there, Glares. Much appreciated. So, all that being said, let's go over to performance playback. I can now get rid of this coverage icon and I can turn on performance playback. And I kind of like my little empty space here. I'm kind of vibing with that. Like that it's to the left of me. Anyone else vibing with that, or should I be above it? I don't know. I kind of like it. You know? Just me? I'm going to keep it there anyway. So this is a unlisted video. It's my first performance of Drift Away and Other Friends, and it was done, I think, when did the Steven Universe movie come out? Because I want to say this was a month or 2 months after it. It was like the fever pitch of the Steven Universe movie being out and about in the world. But anyways, let's give this a listen. The crowd was super hype.
It's from the movie specifically. So I have to do a song or two from it. So I ask you to bear with me. This is my first time doing it. And I know a lot of you heard that response, know the words to these tracks. So if I forget them, please just be singing loud so I can hear you instead.
I have this really bad habit of doing a lot of caveating before I actually sing, like making excuses, and that's because I'm not confident in my ability to sing a lot of times. I know I can sing well, but I'm just not as confident when I get on stage sometimes. So I have that really bad habit of doing that.
Let's start off with Drift Away.
Yeah, I did Drift Away to start. You don't just come in with Other Friends. That's a little too intense. And chronologically, Drift Away, then Other Friends. Stage fright, the performer's curse. Yes, definitely. It never goes away. It really doesn't. This camera does not do justice to how loud this crowd was. Other Friends is absurd. You can hear the phone trying to compensate for people's volume. My cat is tearing up my door. Hold on. Hey, baby. Yuki, say hi to everyone. I was a little late on that one. People who don't care. I look really old in this lighting. My hair looks especially gray.
No one's there. See that no one's there. See that no one's there. Everyone's gone on without you.
Yes, ma'am.
Finally something. Finally news about how the story ends.
She's resting her head on my hand.
Survived by her son and all of her brand new friends. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that cruel? And isn't it cool? And aren't I a fool to have happily listened, happily stayed, happily watching her
I got so much grief for how I said drift in my drift away video. Drift. Drift away. Everybody drift away. Yeah, that was Yuki. Sweet little tortoiseshell.
Let's start the next track.
I was so worried. I was so worried about this one in particular because if you've listened to other friends from Steven Universe the movie, you know I do the opening dialogue bit and there's no real percussion to follow or rhythm or timing. You just have had to done it enough and anticipate the beats, and it's just this mental thing you're thinking about. I did include, and you'll hear it, the call but Steven's lines in the opening dialogue, so I knew if I was too far ahead or I was too far behind, that Steven would talk over me and I could just stop, or if I was too far away, there would be this really awkward silence because Steven's not saying anything yet. So I did, however, the first performance, I'll show y'all at some point the performance where I screwed this up. I've done Other Friends and Drift Away twice, and I've screwed up Other Friends once. Other Friends was, it was actually this year. It was this year at OhioCon in January before everything went down. I stopped the song because I got so far off. I was like, I got to do this again. I am completely lost. But this one, I made it through without too much of a problem.
Well. Let me get a look at the menagerie.
Fun little tidbit into my head here.
Well.
For this the briefest of moments, I forgot the words. I remember this moment. I forgot the words completely. I was actively thinking about the words in my head. Because usually when you start and you just go, you're not even thinking. You're just performing. As for those of you who've sung before or been in a play, it just comes out of you if you know it well enough. But there are these moments where your brain just seizes and you start overthinking it. And then you think about the next line and it's not there. The words aren't there. And in this brief, tiny moment here, I forgot the words and I wasn't performing anymore. But in a flash, it just came back. It came back instantly. And then I locked in and engaged again because there's this briefest of milliseconds you can see me disengage with the performance and the words. It's brief, but it's there. Yeah, I look down. It's very low more. I look down. Oh, where is it? The freaking dead eyes for a second where I blink and that was me forgetting it. Like it just went away. But then it came back. It was, that was a frightening. I'm getting anxious seeing that and knowing that's where I was at. Like, oh shoot. Yeah. Oh no, I forgot the words. Yeah. Oh, I just barely got it out too. I don't even think I remember the words. I just think I remember. Let me get a look at the menagerie, and then fortunately all started coming.
You must be garnet. And pink diamonds pearl. Well, she took you with her. Isn't that just swell? But it can't be. Oh, but it can be. And it is.
This audience knew every single freaking word to this dialogue, and they were insane.
And a few new toys that are gonna put an end to your happily ever after once and for all. Whoa, this has gotta be a misunderstanding. In case you haven't heard, I've established peace. Yeah, I've heard.
This on loop.
Your little message to the universe on loop.
It's like a choir of chants.
That heart, where Pink Diamond spends the rest of her days on this nowhere planet with a bunch of nobody. That's right, I heard
Little slow.
over and over again. She is gonna finally meet her other friends.
I also want to take a quick moment here just to do a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of explaining what it is to when you're performing and prior to performing when you're doing sound check, how you work with the staff of the convention. I'll skip back to here, but I didn't tell them about every song I do. I tell them how many songs I have, and they ask, do you have any specific songs, depending on the crew, do you have any songs with specific lighting or specific cues that we need to know about? I have like one or two, but for Drift Away and for Other Friends, I did not give the crew any direction. I just said they kind of flow into one another. I'm just going to say, let's start the next track and we're going to hop into it. But if y'all, I don't even think y'all been noticing because it's been so seamless, but they did all of this on the fly. I gave them my set list early, the day before, and unless they went, which I don't think they did, these are just professionals. They just made all these adjustments on the fly. So, case in point, lights are off between Drift Away and Other Friends. We're paying attention to the background now, not me.
Well.
Chose a spotlight. It's got a red hue to it.
Let me get a look at the menagerie.
The backlights are off.
You must be garnet. And pink diamonds pearl. Well, she took you with her.
We'll skip forward.
This has gotta be a misunderstanding.
We just got some red hues.
Where Pink Diamond spends the rest of her day.
But watch the background when the song kicks in and how aptly the sound, the lighting, and the sound, the whole back of the house catches on to what this song feels like.
On this nowhere planet with a bunch of nobody. That's right, I heard the story over and over again.
The lights come on, and then they recognize the beats like a boom, 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 tss, boom, tss, boom, tss, and then they change the pattern of the lights. This all happens within 3 seconds.
With a bunch of nobody. That's right, I heard the story over and over again.
There, right there. Now we're got with the vibe of the song. We're vibing now. They anticipate a change coming up. They change. They add those lights with the beat without having heard the song before because they just know it's coming. They feel it. This is so impressive. Look how quick this comes on.
What did she say about me? What did she say? What did you do without me? What did you do? Did you play games?
I just had to point that out to y'all because this is like the kind of stuff I geek out about when I watch the videos back. A lot of people knew the rap that I wrote too. That was very flattering.
I came from the garden alone. She told me that I was her own. She walked with me, talked with me, made me feel I was at home. But now
There were clearly some rap fans in the audience too, because you can hear as soon as I go into this rap, there was this row of 3 girls. I don't know if they knew the rap was coming or heard my version, but they so quickly caught on to like the flow of the rap and being in Atlanta, which is like rap capital of like the nation, debatably. But they they caught up. They were like, hey, it was like so freaking dope. You hear them after the first part, they're like, oh, I know when to come in.
I came from the garden alone. She told me that I was her own. She walked with me, talked with me, made me feel I was at home.
That's like so. They're like the hype men. Yeah, the crowd is so stupid loud at this point, but that's because this is like the TikTok part that everybody knows. Hey. The crowd, you will hear them over me here in a second. I go away and they take over. This part. Yeah, I go away, by the way. I'm like not even there. You can't hear me. You can really only hear the freaking you can only hear them. It's like absurd. All right. Here it is. And I go away. The reason that's happening is because they are louder than my microphone. My phone and its microphone is deciding that the crowd is the louder source. So I need to listen to them more than the guy on the microphone with speakers. Like, it was insane. The audience is like, this is our show now. We own the show now. Now, we don't have the, what's the word? We don't have the footage of after it because the camera stopped right at that point. I think we're running low on memory. But I was just like blown away. I like took a step back and I was like, that's the loudest I've heard a crowd in like forever. Like, I don't think I've ran into a crowd this freaking loud. They were amazing. Shout out to Atlanta, Anime Week in Atlanta. Y'all were the boss. It was so cool. OhioCon was great too. Next time I go and do it, I'm not going to mess it up the first time I run through it. It's always awkward when you just tell them to like, stop, like, which is what I was like, stop, hold on. I totally screwed that up. Y'all need a better performance than that. Let me do it again. It's always weird. Oh my gosh, Pelican, what up, dude? Oh my gosh. Oh. I don't know if you're still here, Pelican. By the way, I know I have those things there. I need to do them. They've been on the back burner for far too long, but like I want to do them and they're going to happen and I'm so stoked for them. That being said, dude, you've been killing it for so freaking long. You've been doing this for so dang long and you are, I don't know, I'm like being called inspiration by like the person who was one of the foundations, like laid the groundwork for people to be cover artists in the first place. It's kind of like surreal. So that's a honor. But all the props to you, dude. Like for one, laying the groundwork, two, continuing to do this and making it, finding new things to do that are special and different and incredible, like doing all the Disney song. Bless your soul for doing all those Disney songs. Go check out Pelican. He was like 112 Disney songs to make the longest cover album or Disney album. And you did it for a cover every day, like something absurd. But go check it out. But I'm down to come out of Norway. I'll do it. Once COVID's down, I'll do it. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with a good time. I'll do it. I went to Europe in March, in early March, and got back just in time before the borders closed. Literally a day before the borders closed is when we were able to come back. And Europe, we were over in Ireland, and they had already put up their COVID signs everywhere. It took them like 3 days, and it was covered across the whole nation. So got very fortunate on that one. Chalked that one up as a win on the win column for 2020. A very, very small column at the moment, but there was a win right there. We'll take it. So yeah, that was good. So that was performance playback. It's a quick, fun little segment, just to look back at some performances over the years since we don't have anything for 2020, and to do a little bit of self-reflection. And then for a lot of y'all that didn't even know, I did performances live. Now you know, and you can maybe in 2021, if things come back slowly, hopefully, assuredly by near the end of next year, you guys can come and watch me. It'll be great. So that was performance playback. This next one, there's 2 more segments left. This next one I like to call encourage. Really, Kate, red. The red on the black. Red on black, or is it red on white? It looks awful either way. This didn't really work out. Well, it's called Encouraging Review. That's the name of this segment. One thing that I think it's fun to watch videos, and I speak for myself, it's fun to watch videos that are sort of critiquing videos of, or what's I'm looking for? Critical critiques of material or entertainment, performances. I wanted to do something that was a little different than that, and do something that's almost strictly encouraging. Like, that's pretty much all it is I observe a cover, because that's what I know, and I find encouraging things to say. I either have constructive criticism and that's it, and I only speak when I feel like I know what I'm talking about. Not going to try to speak on technique and all this other business that I don't actually know about. And then I'll say encouraging things. So it's literally just an opportunity for me to watch a cover of somebody, wherever they might be in the cover world, and say encouraging things for them. So with that being said, let's start with the first encouraging review. This is one that Kara, my wife, a lot of y'all didn't know I was married. We found this individual because Kara and I were having this wonderful conversation. A lot of things we didn't know about each other. You're married for almost 5 years, and you still learn stuff, and it's still really exciting when you learn you have things in common that you didn't know you did. So we always knew we were kind of nerdy and liked anime, but then, and we watched AMVs. We were kind of on YouTube and the culture at that time, and we were in it, but we didn't realize how similarly we were in it until we started comparing our favorite AMVs we watched. And it was like, I watched that one. I knew that one. I love that one. Oh my gosh, that song, I only found it because of that AMV. So we found, we bonded once again over a mutual love of these AMV songs that we only heard because of AMVs. One of them is, what's the song called? Let me just pull it up. Fall For You by Secondhand Serenade. Some of you may not remember the song. Oh, whoopsie daisies. Some of y'all may not remember the song or know the song, but it was a super popular song used in Naruto AMVs, Inuyasha AMVs, Bleach, like any freaking show. Fall For You was the tortured relationship anime trope AMV song. Like, absolutely was. So we were like, I wonder if anyone's done any covers of Secondhand Fall For You by Secondhand Serenade. There had to have been somebody who's done covers of that. So we looked it up, and we found this guy who is just a performer after my own heart, and their name is John Paul. I will show them to you now. I love John Paul. Hold on, let me pull this full screen in here. Let me turn off performance playback, and let's turn on encouraging review. Nice. All right, I like that. This is Paul. John Paul, big man on campus. Love him. Reminds me of me when I was younger. Here's him performing Fall For You by Secondhand Serenade.
Hey guys, I got a new cover for you. This one is Fall For You by Secondhand Serenade. This one goes out to the pretty girls. Here we go.
That feels like me. That feels like me. I know that it feels like me, but he has confidence that I never had. There's a level of confidence that I never achieved, and I'm well beyond it because I'm married. I'm well beyond this confidence already. Just right into your soul with those freaking beady eyes. Like just gets you right here. When he's like, this one goes out to all the pretty ladies. I was like, I turned to Kara. I said, he's about to kill this song. This is going to be the best version you have heard of this song. I was like, it's okay. It was either going to be that. I was confident it was going to be that, or it's going to be the worst song you've ever heard. Anyway, here he goes. There's a freaking thunderstorm going on in the back. The mood. You can hear like a sink or the fan above. He's thinking about something. You just see him tapping in. Like he's scanning the room. He's feeling. He's closing out. He's in the pocket. He's in the performer's pocket. Little shaky.
Could it be that we have
Yeah.
been this way before?
Yeah, there you go. Get some legs underneath you.
I know you don't think that I am trying.
You can probably pull back a little bit.
I know
We're a little early.
everything down to the core.
There you go. Yeah, gentle. We're early. We're early.
But hold your breath, because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again.
Ooh, the thunder. Yes, yes, yes. Quiet. We don't. Little shaky, but like. Yes.
Because a girl like you's impossible to find. You're impossible to find.
You can tell right off the bat, you can tell that this falsetto, not letting his voice explode, creating that resonance, being like, tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. He wants to be loud, but he can't be, and it's difficult because you're a little shakier. You're not able to be as stable. It's like climbing a rock climb, and you're getting to those rocks that aren't as solid. If you know you want to sing loudly and you're more comfortable singing full, which you'll hear, it's like trying to grab onto those tiny rocks, and it's just not as sure. You're not as sure of yourself, and frankly, unless your muscles are really well trained, which I know mine aren't, it's hard to do this and nail the notes the way you want to.
I swear it's true, because a girl like you's impossible to find. You're impossible to find.
Yeah, not even to say anything of how great the playing is, actually.
This is not when I intended.
We're moving. We're freaking moving.
I swore to you I'd never fall apart.
It's a palm mute. That's restrained energy.
But you always thought that I was stronger.
All right.
I may have failed, but I
All right.
loved you since the start.
All right, just grit.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again.
All right.
Change my mind.
You're getting there.
And I won't live to see
Yes!
another day. I swear it's true.
Just energy, power.
Like you is impossible to find. You're impossible, so breathe in so deep. Breathe me in. I'm yours to keep.
You can tell he's focused here. He might be thinking. Look at them freaking. Look at them line. Look at these eyes. Look at him make eyes at us. I don't know who he's thinking about, but whoever it was thinking about that was meant to watch this video, that was to you. That was to you. This is for you.
And remember me asleep.
That was to whomever this song was being sung for, just as an FYI. I don't know where you are, pretty girl, whoever it is, this was for you.
Because tonight will be the night that I'll fall for you.
Cradle it, cradle it.
Over again. Don't make me change my...
Ah, so good! Frick! God bless. Oh, I'm gonna cry. It's so pretty. It's so it's like it's okay. Hold on.
Because tonight will be the night that I'll fall for you over again.
Okay, this kid's gonna actually make me cry. The over again. And he like pulls it, and it's just like, that's so good.
The night that I'll fall for you over again.
That little
Don't make me
at the
change my mind. I won't live to see another day. I swear it's true. Because a girl like you is impossible to find.
Bring us home, John. Bring us home.
Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. And I won't live to see another day. I swear it's true.
Yeah.
A girl like you is impossible to find. You're impossible to find.
I think it's easy to get emotional about, because it's like I know this feeling of like unrequited love, being in your freaking room as a kid. I didn't have the guitar, and you're singing to no one. You're an audience of no one. You know it's a performance. You know you're going to put it online, but there's something very real and authentic about this performance and just being in the pocket.
Remember me tonight when you're asleep. Because tonight will be the night that I'll fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. I won't live to see another day. I swear it's true. Because a girl like you is impossible to find.
Okay. All right. I'm good now. I'm good. I just see a lot of myself in him. That's the way I put it. I see a lot of myself in him. Yeah. So. I even, by the way, I looked this up. I've watched this several times. I've seen this many times. Just a man after my own heart. I hurt my arm throwing it. Let's listen. Okay.
New cover for you. This one is Fall For You by Secondhand Serenade. This one goes out to the pretty girls. Here we go.
What a champion. What a man of the people. Okay. We might revisit John. What's his name again? John Paul. We might revisit John Paul again. That's his name. Here's his channel title right there. John Paul. I even commented on it. But just look him up, John Paul. He is active still. He is still active. He's still doing things. He's got a Patreon. He has 170,000 subs. He's still making it happen. This dude's living the dream. I'm just all the kudos. Encouraging review. Just you love music. You love music. You love this song. You love whoever it was you were singing it about. And thank you. And thank you. These are the covers that give me life. I just feel invigorated to keep doing this because that was me. I know that kid. I've been there, man. Those are some of the most personal and formative moments from that age. It was special. Whew. By the way, hello Brandon. Hello Lalia. Good to see all of you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you both. I hope you're found well. I also see I think Cammy has been made a has been made a moderator by my wife. So thank you, Kara, for just stepping up, knowing what to do, because I didn't. As I see Cammy's got the wrench by her name now. She's already got like news announcements repeating. Like, what the heck? You're welcome, husbando. I have power now. You can't take it away from me. Oh, no. No. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Kara's a mod because she's just on my channel. I take care of you. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Nothing would get done if it was just me. Nothing would get done. Oh, Lord in heaven. One more time for the freaking bridge. That's all I just need one more time on the bridge, and then I'll leave. I promise. We'll move on to the next segment. I just need one more time.
Because tonight will be the night that I'll fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. I won't live to see another day. I swear it's true. Because a girl like you is impossible to find.
You can also tell this dude's trying to like find his voice, right? He's trying to find his sound. Like, what makes John Paul? He's like, I'm going to find it. It's like, and if I hear that voice, that's John Paul. Like, anytime if y'all are like randomly listening to the radio or Spotify or something, or one of his songs come up and you hear this voice, you're going to be like, I think that was from that one stream that we listened to over and over again. That's a John Paul. And you'll go and like, that's John Paul. That's special, man. That's special. Okay. We're going to move on to the next segment now that I'm done just gushing over John Paul. I don't know if you're out there, John Paul, or if anyone knows John Paul or has a Twitter. Please tell him Caleb sends all of his love and adores his voice and adores him. And just thank you. Thank you. The next segment that we're doing is a bit more open-ended, and it's how we're going to round out the evening, the first stream. We're right at an hour and 30 minutes, so this is great. I think I've had a great time. I personally have had a great time, and seeing everybody in the chat engaging with it and having a good time really, really makes me super stoked to continue doing this. I want to have more of a community element here on my channel. I know it's been kind of the music destination for many, many years, but I'd love to involve y'all a bit more in what I'm doing and just be something that you can look forward to. Excuse me. That's a bit more personal and not just me singing covers every week. So, and it also frees me up to do a lot more other personal projects. I'm currently, for those who don't know, I'm currently working on an original album. It's going well. I have some absolutely stellar, phenomenal, unparalleled people working on it with me. I wouldn't have anyone else working on it with me. They are just forces of nature in their own ways when it comes to music and art and photography. And it's coalescing at the moment, and it's been kind of just fragments for a while, but I'm starting to see pieces come together. It's still a long way off, but I think once it's all said and done, it's going to be something that not only that I'm extremely proud of, but I hope that everyone involved can be proud that they were involved in. So very much just, you don't have to dwell on that or keep it in the back of your mind. It's a little bit of a ways off, but I'm very excited for it. There's some other obviously covers that I have in the works always planning and keeping things in mind, but going into this format allows me to, one, focus more on more personal projects, a little bit more discerning with covers I do and making sure those are set up and ready to go. And also doing more with my Twitch channel, which is where we're about to head to after this stream. We're not quite done here yet, everybody. We are going to be taking the stream. Once we're done, we have one more segment. After that segment, we are going to hop over to my Twitch channel, which is, I will put in the chat, twitch.tv/Caleb Hyles Music. Cammy, you are you're a mod now, and it's really weird to just be like, hey, can you put my Twitch channel in a thing where it appears? Is that a thing that mods can do? But because we'll move over there shortly. But for the time being, we are going to, oh my gosh, you can. That is insane. For the time being, we're going to do the final segment of the show, and it's maybe the easiest one I do, and I apologize in advance. It leads us into the Twitch stream very nicely, but this one is simply titled, Ask Me Anything? I put the question mark there because there might be some things I probably won't answer. And there's also sometimes a bit of a hesitancy to doing Ask Me Anythings because you never know what someone might say or ask. So just a little bit of poking fun at sometimes how AMAs can go. But this is a period of time that will roll over into the Twitch chat, the twitch.tv/Caleb Hyles Music. Cammy has put that up for us. Thank you. That it'll roll over into that. But we'll take some time here on YouTube in this live stream to do an AMA before I move over to Twitch. So if I miss your question here, consider hopping over to Twitch, and there will be a little after-party post-show Q&A where I play some games and chat with people, and you'll be able to get your question in more than likely because a lot of people won't stick around for that. So with all that being said, ask me anything. Best Among Us strat, says Lalia. I've only played Among Us once, and I've only played it with family. I don't have a strat. My strat in Among Us is to just do what it says, and that. Yeah, I literally haven't played enough to have a strat in Among Us. I've heard people, though, talking about it, or I've heard people like memeing so hard about Among Us. Everyone has strats and ideas now, and I just don't. Like, I'm really don't. Maybe I'll get better as I go. Is a Caleb X Nate Wants to Battle song ever going to happen? Well, Zenurico, it already has. Nate and I did a cover of My Friends Over You on his Thanks for More Covers album. Check it out. It's super good. And there's a couple other tracks that I've been involved with on Nate that are coming soon, but I can't talk about those because they're not mine to talk about. But yes, we've done songs before. Let's see. On your gaming channel, will you ever make a full Undertale series? Oh my gosh, Mindbro Gaming. I totally fell off the wagon on the Peace Loving Gaming YouTube channel. It is looking to be revived. Jason, my cohort on Peace Loving Gaming, we're working together to get that back up and running. I did do a full playthrough of Undertale on my stream. All that footage is gone, but I have played through the game and I loved it. How on earth do you laugh properly while singing and recording? It never sounds natural when I do it, Starman. That's an interesting question. That's a really interesting question. Laugh properly. This might not be an answer you want because I don't even know exactly how to answer it, but I don't know if there is such a thing as laughing properly. How do you sound when you laugh? I know kind of how I sound when I laugh, so I try to mimic that depending on what the song's calling for. But if you're doing like an evil laugh, something like that, just mimicry at that point. It really is mimicry. But laughing while singing, like I'm trying to sing, Call Me Maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me. Like, is that what you mean? Because that's just trying to sing whilst laughing, and that's hard. That is very hard. That was difficult. So yeah, maybe that. Final Fantasy X is a good example of laughing improperly. Yes, Brandon, it is. It's like the opposite of the question, but like if you're looking what to not do, here, like that one. Oh my gosh. Harrison Van, I'm an artist, or Vaughn, some days I just don't have the confidence or the motivation to do it as much as I could. Do you have any advice for me? Something I tell Harrison that I tell to other artists in general. This is just art in general, really. Art as a thing you do for fun, as a passion, you don't want it to turn into something that you hate or something that you dread doing. I've been there before because of what I do. Art just becomes tiresome and gets bogged down by responsibilities and expectations and other voices. I think if you're having a day where the confidence is low, I think you have to trust in the fact that you do love what you do. You love your art. You're passionate about it. And that's really all that matters, frankly. Quality, how articulate it, or what's the word? Yeah, the quality of it, how good it is, that's something that comes with time and effort and doing it over and over again. And frankly, even if it never comes, are you enjoying it? You having a good time? Because that's all that matters. And frankly, there are days where I just don't want to do anything, period. Like, I don't want to do the stuff I'm supposed to do, and I don't want to do the stuff I like to do. I think you have to trust in the knowledge that those days where you enjoy doing the work will come again. It will come again. It's not going to go away. That's something I have to tell myself on days where I don't want to work. And, it's like, I will want to work. I will want to do art again. I will want to sing again. And inevitably it does. It does come eventually. However long it takes, however the gaps are, it does come. So that's my answer to that. I arrived in the middle of a motivational speech. Hello, Charlie. Good to see you, bud. Man, everybody's here tonight. That's good to see it. It's good to see all the colleagues out and about. Man, I love y'all. That's something what was I going to say? This is unrelated to all the questions, but been reflecting on this year and being kind of isolated and not seeing many people. It's like, man, you really start taking account and stock of relationships and everybody and what you do. Like, y'all are great. I'm so blessed to know the people I know and to have y'all in my like circle of people that I know and work with and enjoy company with. It's unbelievable that I have a job doing this. Like, this is what I do for a living, and that I'm fortunate enough to do it with people that I like, enjoy being around and make fantastic art and are genuinely great people to boot. That's hard to come by. And I intend to try and stay friends with all of y'all as long as I can, as long as y'all have me around. I'm going to be as non-complicated or conflicting as I can be. So just keep me. I promise I won't ever be a pill to y'all. All right. Being around people, Caleb, that's against the law. I know. It's against the law. I know. Soon. Top 3 favorite songs used in anime. Used in anime, Clutch? I don't know about songs used in anime, but I'll tell you, my favorite openings. Fairy Tail Strike Back. That song's dope. Tokyo Ghoul's opening is freaking dope. And the opening song, the ending song for Flowers of Evil. That thing scares the daylights out of me. So good, though. What's my favorite Pokemon, Nathan says? Oshawott. Oshawott. I love Oshawott. An OnlyFans? You want me to make an OnlyFans? Is that what Lolly was saying? Please don't. No, you don't want that. You really don't. There's nothing. You don't. No. Considering all the artists in here, are you guys like a secret society of singing? Says Straight Jacket. No, I don't think we're a secret society. I think we're like an open society. I think we're pretty. Dude, the amount of people, the 6 degrees of separation on YouTube is like stupid. It is so stupid. It's so much smaller than you realize, but at the same time, it's massive. The amount of content that and channels that are thriving in a myriad of genres is flabbergasting. You think cable has a lot of networks that are doing, you don't even, there's not even a salt speck close to freaking how many amazing, well thought out, well done YouTube channels that are out there that are fully realized. There is a dude that I was showed by a good friend of mine who like trained, what was it, Kara? What was it? Otters or marmites? What are they? He trained these animals that no one thought were tameable to go and get muskrats. And that's his whole channel. That's it. And it's like, does anyone know who that is? Someone here probably knows who that is. But it's insane. Like the kind of content on here. There's another one, The Fish Locker. I watched them. They're over in Wales. And he literally, with his family, his wife and child, just go and fish and cook it. He trained minks. That's what it is. There you go. Thank you, Kara. Trained minks. It was stupid. Like, stupid cool, but like, what the fudge? And he was so good at it. And it's like, minks can do this? Like, there's just stuff. I think there are literally discoveries on planet Earth that that no one's ever seen, that we've already found, that are just buried in the YouTube algorithm, or frankly, they have a huge audience, but they're insular, so they're not telling anybody about it. It's like 600,000 people just found it, gravitated to it, and it's this dude just like dissecting full alien bodies, and it's like so real, it's not fake at all. It's like, yeah, we just found a couple of these out back. You know, we went over to like Maine and we dug this big snow pile that was over near this like abandoned shell of a building. And we found all these alien bodies and we're dissecting them today. That's, and everyone's like, oh, freaking man, this is crazy. But they don't tell anybody. I'm like positive. Like that's happening. Oh, and Kay's cooking. Charlie, what are you doing? Charlie. Enjoying some Caleb at 4 a.m. Oh my gosh. I don't know what your sleep schedule is, Pelican, but it might be time to go to bed. I can't, dude, 4 a.m. That's like when a child comes along. That's when you'll see me up at 4 a.m. all the time. Only then. I have stopped staying up till 4. That was late teens. Well, no, it's probably more like all teenage years and early 20s, like from 20 to 22. And then that stopped. That just stopped. No more of that. Do I have a favorite collab? Ellie? Yeah, I think so. A favorite collab? That's so hard because I've done so many. But two, they're all special in their own way and unique. And that, like, there isn't one where I was finished and I was like, that's the best one I've done. I don't go in thinking I'm going to make the best one. I go in thinking what's going to service this song the best and make it special for what it needs to be. That being said, I do have some ones that I remember really well doing. The Journey cover I did with Jonathan. Very simple cover. We recorded that in a day, if the Don't Stop Believing. And John didn't really want to, but John sometimes likes to do covers in a lower octave, or a lower key, sorry. A more comfortable key for him, and that's completely understandable, and it's true. Not every cover needs to stay in the same key for every vocalist. But man, I was not expecting him to go, if you haven't heard the cover, go and listen to it. John, in the second verse of Don't Stop Believing, decides to sing in the original key, the original octave, I should say. And with his voice and his range and where it sat in his voice singing the working hard to get my fill, even if I were to sing it in my full voice, when he sang it in his full voice, with the range, with his range the way it is, it just it's electrifying. It seizes you. Because I was there when he sang it, and I didn't know he was gonna do it, and it was like you just like the freaking like you took your breath away, like you woke up a bit, and that cover I think highlights beyond just that. I think it highlights both of our voices' strengths exceptionally well, and what we both do well. So I often come back to that, at least between John and I. One of my favorite covers we've done together. It's just like, what the heck? Don't all join Kara's side. She made a joke. What? Both Charlie and Lolly are like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Caleb is kind of sucks. Dang it. Brandon, is that true? I don't know if I ever told you that, honestly. That instrumental was put together the night the vocals were sent to me. Wow, dude. Brandon, do you remember when it was put on Facebook that there was a huge argument going on saying like, no, this is just a ripped instrumental. This is just an instrumental that they took. This isn't one that was made. And I'm sitting there like, no, like this. And this guy's like, no, that's not the right guitar. I know the guitar. He like put the name of the guitar, and I'm sitting there thinking like, no, this is Brandon totally made this. Like, I know the guy who made this instrumental. He just made it sound so good, so close to the original that you think it is. But no, like, there was a huge argument on Facebook underneath the video of people like debating if we just ripped the instrumental. We didn't. You made it, and it was phenomenal. Just bananas good. Kara is continuing a dialogue with my username. No, it's true. I steal all of my instrumentals. You heard it here first, everybody. 16 in mono. Brandon, any cover you've seen of mine where he made the instrumental for it, he stole it. We're all in trouble now. Would I ever do a lullaby piano cover, Michaela? I've done a couple of those, and I'm definitely not against it. I can do more. Favorite video game or genre in general from Maximum? Favorite video game, Shadow of the Colossus. Favorite genre, probably first-person shooter, more than likely. I also really love sports games, but I'm not going to talk your head off about sports. Suffice it to say, Lakers in 4. Anyway. Can you bite my beard, says Cynical. Maybe if COVID goes away completely, then you can bite my beard. But that's a little close for comfort. Or I'd have to dip it immediately in some like hand sanitizer. Caleb Hyles, G Fuel flavor when? I don't know, when they sponsor me. Kara's new channel is Caleb's channel. Yes. Favorite musicals, AJ. I'm real basic. Dear Evan Hansen, Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera. I saw If Then with Idina Menzel. That was really, really good. Carousel is extremely good. Which other one have I seen recently that I was a big fan of? Evita, fun. How did I start singing? Says Olion maybe. I've been singing since I was a kid because my mother and father both were in performing arts in their own colleges. And I just grew up with singing. They love singing. They put me in the church choir, and I learned to like singing from there. So I've been singing for a very long time. List of watched animes. Gaming Zone. I do not have a watchanime.com list, but I have seen several. I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon. I started The Promised Neverland because Kara saw it, and she really enjoyed it. And I trust Kara's recommendations wholeheartedly. She knows my preferences and knows my like favorite genres. So when she says, Caleb, I really think you'd enjoy this, I trust her completely. Or completely, that's a better word. So she said Promised Neverland, watched an episode, really good. Really, really good. Without spoiling anything, I made it through one episode. I think, without spoiling anything, this doesn't spoil anything, I think they revealed too much. I think the first episode reveals a bit too much. I think they actually had a lot of cards in their hands, and they showed their hand a little too early, in my opinion. I own you on. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Kara. All right, guys, I am going to move over to Twitch. We're going to transition over. That was Ask Me Anything. I know it kind of turned into me sort of dialoguing with my fellow colleagues here. But it was really enjoyable. I had a great time. And thank you for the questions. And like I said, we'll do this after every stream. We'll transition over to Twitch to do sort of a post live stream on Twitch. So if you're looking to get questions in that you didn't get a chance to ask here or have answered, hop over to Twitch. Cammy is putting this is crazy. This is nuts that this just happened. Cammy is putting the Twitch channel in the chat right now. Give me about 3 minutes or 5, maybe a little bit, maybe shorter, and I'm gonna transition over, end this stream, make sure it's set to whatever it needs to be set to, so people can rewatch, and then I'll pick up right there on Twitch. So much thank you all. Wow, my Chinese came out. Much thanks to all of you for coming out tonight and indulging me in this new idea I have for a live stream. I think it's really fun. I cannot wait to get all the graphics in, the art. I can't wait to figure out my format, tighten it up a little bit, and have this be something that y'all look forward to. Something that you can be like, Caleb's, it's his show on Saturday. I'm so ready. Or if you miss it, you're like, I missed it. But hey, I know I'm going to be able to watch it tomorrow. And set it aside to view later. So thank you for being the guinea pigs on this. And thanks to all of the fellow colleagues in the chat. I love all of you. So grateful to know all of you. And Cammy, thank you, Kara, for just hearing that and being like, I'm going to go figure out how to make people moderators, and then giving it over to Cammy. I don't know if I can have more than one, but I'm totally down, Brandon, to give you one too. I trust you with everything. So anyways, much love to all of you. I'll see you guys over at Twitch. Give me just a minute. And yeah, is this working? Hold on. Yeah. And I'll see you all very shortly. Let's end out on a song before I hit end on the stream. Let's do a quick one. What's a quick one? Is there anything quick? Yeah, let's do this one as we transition over to Twitch. See y'all there.
Proud history that's true. It's on every wall.